Hello everyone and welcome to Noodle Journey. Only 4 more Marutai varieties to review, so let's see which one we have today under the tree. Okay, today's review will be Marutai's Hokkaido Asahikawa Soybean Ramen. So Marutai's local series, if you've been keeping up with this series of reviews, gives you an authentic ramen experience based on a regional Japanese recipe. This is one of 2 that hails from Hokkaido, the other one being the red miso broth that we already reviewed that I absolutely loved. This one is also a soybean-derived broth, and I believe this one is a shoyu that uses soy paste instead of a miso paste, meaning this probably is not going to have the same fermented flavor that miso does. That's my guess. I guess I'll find out for sure in a couple minutes, right? Exciting stuff. All Marutai products are available from places like Yamibuy, Mecca Japan, Amazon, or in your local Asian grocery store if you're lucky, and you can expect to pay around $4 to $8 for each pack, which always contain 2 individual servings of noodles and broth. Marutai's sodium content is always pretty high, and no surprise here, this one is 5,460 milligrams salt equivalent, so about 2,150 milligrams of sodium. Inside we have 2 bundles of those 5-minute Hokkaido straight noodles that I loved in the red miso broth. You see they have that nice yellowish finish. These are already going to be a perfect score. I know that from the last time I had these noodles. But we've also got a soup packet and no oil or garnishes this time around. I was wondering if this being a soybean broth would mean that this is a vegetarian-friendly Marutai flavor, since all the others have meat and fish in them. But alas, vegetarians, I'm sad to inform you that Google's translation says that this contains pork and chicken. Let's cook. And here we have a really great smelling bowl of noodles. Marutai's package advises adding pork, green onions, and bamboo shoots to this to round it out. Sadly, there are no green onions included in the soup packet, so that will probably factor into the review. But it's time for a taste. Okay, wow. So let's go through the usual Noodle Journey checklist. Spice level is a 0, so nothing to worry about here if you dislike spice. As I said earlier, these are those awesome, thick Hokkaido-style noodles that were in the miso flavor variety, and they are spectacular. Thick, chewy, and a perfect complement to this broth. 10 out of 10, which you probably knew was coming. So let's get into what makes this broth special. There are some complex flavors going on here, beyond what you might expect from something as simple as a soy sauce broth. Now, first off and most obvious is the salty umami soy sauce. But what's most noticeable beyond that, and I think I forgot to mention this in the ingredients, there is also clam extract and bonito in the ingredients. In most Marutai products, that just means there's a little umami or smokiness without being a seafoody flavor, and I kind of stopped mentioning it because it doesn't really add a noticeably different flavor to any of the various bone broths, other than just a little bit of indistinct umami. But in this case, there's actually a prevalent clam sweetness happening on top of the salty goodness of the soy sauce, and it's really a terrific combination. This isn't fishy in the way the agodashi soy broth was, but it's just a pleasant, mild addition of flavor that I don't think I've really had before. Personally, I have loved clams for as long as I can remember, and so I am very happy with this. Beyond that, there is some very mild sesame oil flavoring, some decent fatty flavor from the chicken and pork extract, and just a little tiny hint of what I believe is sake. There was a very noticeable alcohol smell when I opened the pack, and I believe that's what this is. So this is an amazingly well-rounded broth and is absolutely the best shoyu I've had. I am going to knock off half a point because I think this really needs a garnish. As good as this oily finish is, this does need a little something extra in it, I think, to be a perfect 10. So this is a 9.5 out of 10. Really incredibly unique flavor. Okay, so with this flavor reviewed, that means that the last 3 tonkatsu flavors from Marutai are coming up over the next 3 days. In the meantime, this is highly recommended if you can get your hands on it. I think the clam flavor is sweet and mild enough that those of you who are iffy about seafood should still like this. If not, you can still get excellent soy sauce ramen from Sapporo Ichiban, or Nissin with their RAL product line, or Maruchan with their gold soy sauce flavor. This just has that little extra oomph of really unique flavor to make it stand apart from those, along with some absolutely killer noodles. So that's it for this review. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I will see you on the next step of this noodle journey.